Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it is March 5th, 2025, and right now I'm sitting in Elon, the excavator. It's raining outside, so it's in the 40s today. So yesterday the temperature came up and things started to melt. I think we're in the low 40s yesterday. And I know Syracuse is going to get up to 50 degrees today, but I think it's probably going to get up into the upper 40s today. But we are getting rain, which is really beneficial. That's going to create a heck of a lot more melting of this snow so I can get to some of the glass and all. But I thought I'd first start off with a little bit of an update on what's been going on. And I'm going to put my elbow on something here. So when we left things last time, I was picking up materials from out here, getting things cleaned up, and then I went ahead and transported a lot of the tools, the hand tools that were basically up against the south wall. So when the wall came down, a lot of those tools ended up being okay. So I took those, and these are all hand tools. So I took those tools out back, put them into the sugar shack. So, we just don't have space to put the stuff that's in the shop. We're just jam-packed in our buildings. So I was able to do that. And then this morning, EV Energy, which has the off-road diesel tank there, that's a 300-gallon tank. They gave me, the bill for repairing that as well. So I can't remember what it is now. I think it's like $2,800 for the tank, the basic tank itself, and another eight something. So it's almost $900 for the fuel because that's full. I got so when you're having a situation like this, there's so much paperwork. So I want to keep track of every hour that I work, what specifically I'm doing when I'm out here working and all, just trying to assess and get things straight here. The other thing that I mentioned most recently, now we had our first claims adjuster, was supposed to come last Friday, and he told me he had car trouble, so he rescheduled for Saturday. Saturday he didn't show. I texted him and all to see, are you coming? And no response there. And then yesterday in my update I mentioned, a young man contacted me when I was in jury duty and wanted to set up time. And then so last night I went ahead and called him back. And was it last night? I'm getting my days mixed up. I think it was last night. Yeah, yesterday was jury duty. Gosh almighty. And so he made it an appointment. So he's based in Buffalo, New York. So he was here at 8 a.m. this morning, or 8:03, something like that. And his name's Jacob, and he seemed right on top of his game, going through, taking lots of pictures, not overstating anything whatsoever. But I made sure I recorded a video about it. I'm probably not going to be publishing that video, but making sure I went over everything, the security system in here, the main contents, our partial list, and we got 11 pages of the bigger equipment that's in here, multiple lines on each page of the various equipment in here. But I mentioned it, there's no way I can be completely thorough. We talked about the tanks here as well, so he took all his pictures, got everything all set, went up and took pictures inside of the workshop up above, and the one with the south wall that's dangling off to the side. And he says, yeah, this has got to be fixed. And I said, geez, we really need to have emergency service. So he told me contact the claims senior person, who is Teresa. So as soon as he left, I took my notes about everything that we talked about with Jacob. So then I created an email, sent it off to Teresa. Shortly thereafter, she sent me an email back. So what I said in the email was, well, we need to get this building buttoned up. I'm talking about the building that's still standing there, and get that closed in so that there isn't any more damage with rain, high winds, and snow making it into the second story of this building here. And I think Jacob did a good job as far as taking pictures. He really was busy with his camera and taking notes. And I went over, the 2 foot on center of the trusses and how the rafters come off the sides to each component, the side buildings there. We went over the building materials, the construction. He was quite impressed with it. It sort of shocked him that there's so much copper in the building, or that these are composite slates. All of those things so this building isn't a typical building that most people that the adjusters commonly run into when they're working up their claims. So I sent that email off to Teresa, the senior claims person. She responded quickly back, probably within 15 minutes, I guess. Just go ahead, contact someone, a contractor, and keep the invoice for whatever it is that gets done up there and all. And I said, okay, that sounds good. So then I contacted Dan. That's my neighbor across the street. Now, not too long ago, I posted a video during a significant snowstorm where one of my neighbors who lives on the road, that we own part of the road, the snowplow that usually plows her out got completely stuck there. So they brought their bulldozer over and opened up the road. It was actually one of Dan's sons that did that. 2 of Dan's sons were there. Great family, been here for years. I knew their Dan's grandfather, or the boy's great-grandfather, who used to live across the street. All really good, nice people and all. And so I sent Dan a text, because he has his own construction company, but it's a heavy equipment. So they do the excavating, all the earthworks things that need to be done for big businesses and for small businesses as well. And it's a family-run business. So I thought, hey, he'll probably have a recommendation for who's a good contractor, like a general contractor that can at least handle buttoning up the south wall that's precariously hanging there and exposing the contents of the building that's still standing. So I sent him a text, and within a few minutes, he sent me a text back, gave me a name, gave me a phone number. So then I went ahead and contacted that person, and I think that he's probably going to come out this afternoon. So fingers crossed. It's in the middle of rain right now. It's raining here, so I think he's probably going to wait. It'll probably be another hour or so before the rain gives up here. So I think I covered all that. So for those of you, anyone and I'll have a summary at the very end of this whole process, but this is a learn as you go situation. So as I mentioned before, it's really good, even if you've just got to use your phone camera to take pictures or shoot video, walk around, describe everything in every room of every building that you have, or even if it's an apartment, just go ahead and do that, because you need proof that you have these things. And if you can, save receipts for everything, even if it's 10, 15 years old, save receipts for everything. So they at least have proof of the materials that were lost in a event, whatever the event may be. Because from what I'm hearing, they're going to be really tight as far as you need to it isn't like you're innocent until proven guilty. It's basically you need to prove everything, how things were built and all that in this case, because this isn't a typical building. So those things are important. And I think that's it. And you really, if you're going to have somebody working, you want to make sure that they got workman's they're insured for liability as well. So that's one of the things I ask of the person that potentially will be doing this job. If he comes this afternoon, we can work something out. So I think that's it as far as everything and the latest update there. I'm going to go ahead and, even though it's raining, I'm going to go out there and see if I can isolate. I can see as it's raining, there are a few more tools there that I can probably get at but I want to pick up more of the glass. There's lots of broken glass there. Once the glass is broken up, I can sweep out, distribute those mounds of soil that are there. I'll use Elon here to sweep that out. But I want to get the glass out of there first, because a lot of it broke up in very specific locations. So there was, there were large double hung windows at each place where the fuel tanks are, both of those fuel tanks. So that's something as well. So I think that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and get started here, do a little bit of picking up here, and a little bit more cleaning up, separating some things, and see what I can get accomplished here. And so here I go.
I've walked a path not paved for me, a road of trials, but I'm wild and free. They called me different, said I'd fall behind, but I built my world with a curious mind. From the fields I till to the seeds I sow, to the dreams I chase and the truths I know, I've learned it's not about fitting in, it's about the fire that burns within. I'm different, like the stars in the sky, each one shining with its own light. I've got vision, resilience, and a purpose to see. I'm proud to be different, just like me. I've weathered storms, both fierce and kind, turned broken peace into a better design. The land I work, the words I write, are proof that darkness leads to light. Not an expert, just sharing my way, learning and growing with each new day. Building a future, a legacy to leave, one rooted in love and what I believe. I'm different, like the wind through the trees, strong and steady, moving with ease. With courage and hope, I'll always be proud to be different, just like me. For the ones who feel they don't belong, let my journey inspire your song. We're not meant to be the same, you see. Our power lies in our individuality. We're different, like the waves on the sea, each one moving to its own melody. With heart and soul, we're breaking free. We're proud to be different, you and me. So here's to the dreamers, the bold, the kind, the ones who dare to speak their mind. Together we'll build a world to see, a better place for you and me. Sit down, son, let me tell you a tale about this winding road, sometimes rough as nails. The world's gonna test you, knock you down hard, but you've got the strength, you've got the heart. Every choice you make, every path you take, it won't be easy, but it's yours to shape. Life is what you make it, so make it strong. Stand up tall, even when it feels wrong. Every storm will pass, every night turns light. Keep pushing forward, keep holding tight. I've seen hard times, I've walked through the rain, worked these hands till they knew the pain. But the sweat, the struggle, the lessons learned, built the fire inside that always burned. Every fall you take, every tear you cry, makes you stronger, boy, just keep your eyes high. Life is what you make it, so make it true. Give it your all, let the best in you shine through. Every dream you chase, every risk you take, it's in your hands, son, don't hesitate. One day you'll stand where I am now, looking back, wondering how. But you'll know deep down through the highs and lows, it was all worth it, every road. Life is what you make it, so make it count. Climb those mountains, rise above the doubt. Every storm will pass, every night turns light. Keep pushing forward, keep holding tight. So go on, son, go chase the sun. The fight ain't easy, but it's worth what you've won. Life is what you make it, so make it yours. Walk with courage, walk through those doors.
Well, it appears the camera died. I'm cold, I'm wet, I'm very sore. Back is really tightening up some. But I was able to accomplish several things today. So I got more of the aluminum material out from over there, a lot more of the shingles. I had to rip those off of the roofing area there as well. I got up a lot of the glass out here. And I got some more of the tools. I'm not as lucky. A lot of the tools are getting smashed. Brand new Tool Whiz, that magnet unit. So many of the tools are broken now. Wasn't as lucky in some of the sections with the weight coming down and all. And can at least see one of the cabinets here. We'll have to see. You can see the green machine, the Avant 860i. And of course the water is going right into my welding cabinets and all. Oh, dang it. The tilters crushed underneath there as well. So we will see. The contractor hasn't contacted me yet. It's about dinner time now, so I'm going to go ahead and call it quits out here for the day. And tomorrow is another day. We'll see what we can get accomplished. But I did get a lot picked up. I think I've got all of the window frames and the window panels up, and I got a lot of the glass up. I'll have to go and get a couple of my tools again and pull off the copper snow brakes here, get those off. There's tons of nails, copper and stainless steel all along in here, and some of the galvanized ones as well. But I'm getting it closer to being uncovered, that diesel tank. I pulled more snow out here so it isn't in great big huge chunks, so hopefully this can melt some more tonight and tomorrow, I'm hoping. This is going to take me a while, and hopefully this the contractor that I contacted will be able to give me something reasonable to patch up the south end of the upper shop there. And if that works out good, I'll have him give me a price. If I don't know that he does demo work and all that, or rough construction, doing the whole 9 yards here. We'll see. I have to meet him first and see what sort of work he usually does. So I guess that's about it. I got most of the area cleaned up, so I'm pretty happy with that. I like leaving the area fairly clean. Have some to do tomorrow, but I don't want to strain myself anymore at this point. So that's it for today's video, folks. Please give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you're thinking. Have you been in a situation like this before? If you had, did it work out okay? I'm sure things will work out in the long run. Things are banging around in there. Every once in a while you hear something crush. And I can't see where it's crushing, but maybe the snow is shifting and that's shoving more pieces down since we're having a big melt day today. So I guess that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and take care. Bye-bye now.